Hello, good morning. Good to see you this morning. How are you doing? This is the 24th of May 2021, and we are here again for the Monday morning talk. It is such a pleasure to be with you this morning once again. And as you know, for the past few weeks, it's 9 a.m., and this is the time that I will give you value for this week, and it will help you take certain decisions. If you've seen the flyer shared this morning, I'll be talking about starting from zero. So if you do not mind, you would give me just one moment to share this video to other platforms that I will be speaking with, that are expecting me live as well this morning. Are you ready? Okay, so just give me a moment while I share this video to other platforms. Just one moment, please. Okay, I'm sharing to Print Dr. Africa Training Center and also to my page. Wherever you're watching from, please confirm to me that you can hear me this morning. Please confirm to me that you can hear me this morning, wherever you're watching from. Okay, there we go. Okay. Hello, good morning. Okay, good morning, madam. I can see your comment. Thank you. Thank you for always joining us, and I appreciate you so much this morning. Okay, my name is DJ Badon, and I am the founder of Print Dr. Africa, and this morning I'll be sharing with you starting from zero. Now, over time and over the years, I've met with people who, and I've also been in the situation that I have business ideas, I have a dream idea that I feel can jumpstart my life, or other people think can jumpstart their lives, and unfortunately they believe that they cannot execute because they do not have the capital to do so. Okay, true. And in all fairness, there are certain things you cannot execute if you do not have the capital to do so. However, if you do not have the money to do that gigantic project, would you rather not do anything? I mean, what would you rather do? Would you rather return to your parents' house and be having breakfast, lunch, and dinner there? Would you not jumpstart your life one way or the other? This morning, I am going to be sharing four steps, or four ways you can start from zero and get to begin to earn money immediately. Okay, this will help you. This will help as many people who are still bothered about how to start their businesses. Okay, so now, if you are in this situation, you're not alone. If you are in this situation where you do not have the required income, you do not have the required financial capital, let me put emphasis on that. You do not have the required financial capital to execute or to start that dream project. You're not alone. There are hundreds of people all over the world who are in this situation. Okay, who are in this situation. Now, one of the biggest dream killers, let me just quickly lay this foundation, is that people desire to start big all the time. I mean, young people out of school who have never executed something small want to execute something large, want to be the next big thing. Now, it is good that you have this as a dream, but you dream big but start small. You've had that several times. Dream big, start small. Why do you need to start small? I don't know if I can just chip in one or two things there before we go into the main discourse this morning. Now, there are certain things that you need to learn that you will never learn from any book. There are uh, certain principles that you will learn from experience that you will never learn from any book, and that is basic. That is a given in life, okay? Because you're going to meet unique people, no matter what the best books describe. You're going to meet unique people. You're going to meet circumstances. You're going to deal with government policies that are not predicted anywhere. You're going to work with people that no one has written anywhere. No matter how good a book is, they can never tell you how your staff, your co-founder, your collaborators, your customers will behave, how they will act. You've got to learn on the job, okay? Because all of these situations are unique to everybody. I can tell you this based on experience. All of these situations are unique to everybody. So for you to be safe, to take safe risk, it is better to dream big and to start small. Now, not to stay small, start small and then begin to grow. Okay? Now, the size of your business is not a respecter of age. It is with the principle of growth that we will discuss our topic this morning, starting from zero. So we're basically not saying that because you are young, you must have a small business, or because you are old, you must have a big business. You have to follow the principles, especially if you have no financial capital or huge financial capital that to get you that large business. And then in your mind, you know that you're starting small, then you're growing till you become large. Okay? Till you become large. Now, this morning, I'll share with you my case study when I started any form of business at all for the first time in the year 2006. Okay, that was when I earned money from my own business for the first time in my life, that I earned money from a business that I did. Okay, so the first 6 months of 2006, I attended NIIT. I'm sure you must have heard of NIIT. And I got a diploma in web programming. So with the knowledge I got, I was able to do a few things, HTML, Java. I was able to do SQL and all of that. And I decided to start a business, okay? I started to start a business. Now, I didn't have a laptop. I didn't have a PC. But one thing I did was I was going about telling everyone that the next best thing has arrived. This is the best web programmer or web designer you will ever find, you will ever need. And I kept on making this noise. Abroad, I told everybody till I got a job, till I got a contract. How did I execute this contract with no laptop or no PC? I went somewhere, I went to someone and I learned a PC, a laptop, old school laptop, of course, old school laptop. I executed a project, and with my profit, I bought a PC, a desktop computer. With my profit, I bought a desktop computer, and see, that was how I started to get jobs. You see, I share with people all the time, you cannot be broke and be unskilled. That is recipe for poverty. You cannot be broke and be unskilled. If you're broke and unskilled, that is recipe for poverty. That's why a lot of young people you meet around today, cannot really do anything. You see, they just keep going around looking for factories to work. I am fortunate, I've worked in factories, I live around factories. You see them, they come from everywhere in Nigeria. They hear that this is an industrial area. And when you come, what can you do? What can you do? Um, the question is, what exactly can you do? Mostly cannot do anything, okay? But they do not have any skill, all right? They do not have any skill. It's important that you have a skill. You cannot be broke and unskilled. You cannot be broke and unskilled. It's important that you ensure that you have something you can do. Now, number 2 is to leverage relationships. Those are I said I'll be talking about 4 things this morning. The first one is, if you do not have financial capital, you cannot afford to be unskilled. Find something to do. Find something that you can do. Ensure that there is something in your hands that you're very good at, or at least you can do. All right? That you can do. Number 2 is leverage relationships. Leverage relationships. For this project that I talked to many people about it. People considered me a risk. Like, where is this guy coming from? We know he went to Yabatech and studied mechanical, and suddenly said he's able to do web design and all of that. And they, of course, in retrospect, I realized why many people didn't give me the jobs. Some could not afford it. Some didn't see why they should be on the internet. But many people felt it was too risky. Maybe I would just take their money and go. That was my first. I have not built enough. I didn't have any track record. All I had was the skill and my mouth. All right, no office, no car, nothing, no branding, no business card, nothing, just my mouth. No business name, nothing, just my mouth. But by the virtue of relationships, I got that first job. Of all people, my godfather decided to take a risk with his money. It cost 20K that year, 2006. That's 15 years ago. Okay, I charged 20K. It was by the virtue of relationship. This man had known me all my life. I have known him all my life, and he knew exactly where to trace me to. Now, for the people who were scared about their money, we didn't really have that kind of relationship, you know. This is a man that has been a family friend kind of to, or our family pastor, about 7 years before I was even born. So he knew me. Now, by the virtue of this relationship, I was able to convince him to invest 20,000 naira in this risky boy. Okay, so it was a risk. It was a risk that he took, but I delivered. And by that, I was able to start my business. I was able to do, with that laptop I bought, I was able to do serious personal development on my skills, both with web design and with, in fact, at that time, I was deep into programming. From there, I began to learn even graphic design that I now do. Basically, I'm extended now into publishing because of that one project. I was able to have my own PC in my own room. Look, that was a big deal, my friends. That was a big deal for me. That I did not have to beg. I did not have to tax uncles, brothers, sisters, mommy or daddy. I did not have to task anybody. I bought it from my own sweat. Isn't that fantastic? Now, a lot of young people today do not know that these are things you can do. Now, I have fantastic guys. For example, my programmer right now that works with me is a young, I think 300 level student of Unilag, self-taught. He built Print Dr. Africa website like something you've never found its kind in the whole of sub-Saharan Africa, because it was self-taught. It started just like this. This is basically the template he also used, you know, and Today he has a Mac, he has iPhones that he uses for his business self, just from the skill. Okay, so you see it now, from skills it gets to relationships. Okay, relationships, leverage relationships. There are people who know you, there are people who are able to risk for you. Okay, tell them what you can do. There are people who do not mind placing a bet on you, placing a bet on your future, placing a bet on your life. You may not have the financial capital to start, to establish offices, to buy equipment and all of that. But what you can do, make sure that you start with relationships that are already existing in your life. So let's talk about relationships. How many more minutes do I have? Let's talk about relationships. I have 14 minutes to go. There are people who damage relationships by little things. You see, when we talk about relationships, we're not talking about being a relation to somebody, or being a brother, a cousin, a wife, a husband. Look, there are wives that don't trust their husbands today. They can't risk 50 kobo to their husbands, no matter how long they've been married, because people are not just trustworthy. Look, if you're going to leverage relationships, you ought to have built trust. That's what we talked about last week, and it seems to be interwoven now. If you are badly behaved, if you cannot handle little things, you have been unable to prove yourself as a person that can be trusted, people will not place a bet on your dream. People will not place a bet on your dream. Okay? People won't place a bet on your dream if you've not been able to prove that you are able to handle this, relationships or responsibility. Like I said last week, even non-business or financial activities can impact your business trust. So if you're going to leverage relationships, you need to ensure that people already know you and trust you. People trust you. That's when they can place a bet on your dream. Okay? Thank you to everyone who is still with us this morning. Thank you, madam. Thank you, madam. Amina Grace Jafflet. I appreciate that very much. Okay, so there are two more. There are two more that I will talk about, and these you can establish. You can use in any. This you can use in any industry. The first one is this. You can, or the third one is you can be a middleman. You can be a middleman. You know, a lot of people don't realize that being a middleman is one of the easiest ways to make money. I've done this I did it for several years before even we started getting equipment. So being a middleman is this: starting the business, marketing the business, but you're not the one delivering the job. So all you have to do is to link the customer, or be the link between the customer and the person executing the contracts, the jobs, or whatever it is you have. So a few years ago we had no equipment, but we were printers. Many people in the printing industry, let me estimate by saying, when you meet 10 printers today, 80% of them have no equipment. Okay, they have laptops, maybe, and a scanner. Nothing more. 80%, and they make a lot of money. Some of them are richer than people who have equipment. I will not lie to you. And in fact, in that industry, it is not even required that you must have equipment. It depends on what your goals and your dreams are. Okay, some of these people have no equipment whatsoever, and they are very rich because of this principle of being a middleman. You don't have to worry yourself about engineer is trying to fix it. If you get to a place, a print press, and the engineer is messing them up, you move to the next one and you get your jobs delivered. Okay, you're not bothered about you're not bothered about issues like there is no power, we are buying fuel for the generator and all of that, the machine broke down, air conditioner is not working. By being a middleman, you don't have all those problems. Okay, you don't even need to have staff because you're doing the job. Just get the job. Okay, maybe you just have a PA at most. Get a job, give it to your trusted or outsource to your trusted um, manufacturer, depending on what it is, or to your whatever, whoever it is. I'm not talking out from the industry that I'm very used to. Okay, then you get them paid, you take your profit. This is a very, very interesting way of being a middleman. So when we started up, all I did was I employed one person, one secondary school leaver, who would share flyers, printed 4,000 flyers, and we're sharing all over the community. We're telling them that, look, the best ever, the best printer in the world has arrived. All we had was one laptop and a house where we sleep. And we got jobs. Listen, there is a project I'm working on now. It's from one of the clients we got from when we had only a laptop, and that relationship exists till today. Okay, that relationship exists till today. So you can be a middleman. Just ensure that, look, you may not have equipment, you may not have anything, just make sure that you know how to sell. The moment you know how to sell, you know how to open this your mouth and market and sell, you can make money. You can take projects. All right, you can even register a business and begin to make money. All right, the money doesn't come from you. So what you do is you receive money from your clients, you take out your own cost, you pay the executor, and then you're gone. All right, and you can cash out a whole lot. Even photographers still rent camera to work. So your skill is what matters the most. Just be the middleman. The skill of selling. There are people, look, there are people in this print industry who have no clue how printing is done, who have no understanding whatsoever, and they rake in hundreds of millions every year just by being a middleman and leveraging relationships. They have no clue how this thing is done. The important thing is that they know people. They know people. They know people. So don't sit down and think that there is nothing you can do. Just by knowing people, that is the people that will give you the jobs, and knowing people, the people that will execute the job, you are in between as the middleman, taking your money and flexing, so to say. All right. The final one is be a joint man. You've had joint man before, right? Joint man, or the difference between being a middleman and being a joint man is that being a joint man, you have to get involved in the production process or in the delivery process for the project at hand. Okay, so if you have the required skills, you can get involved. It will also help you to save additional costs. Okay, if you're a carpenter, you have no workshop, but you can get a job from you have no workshop, you have very minimal tools, but you have relationships that can give you jobs. You can use a colleague's workshop, use his hands. You're able to negotiate on labor cost and make some money while you are trying to start your own workshop. So you can get involved in the project, but you do not have all the equipment or all the hands to execute. So you use somebody else's workshop, you use somebody else's hands, you use somebody else's tools, office, but you get involved. All right, you'll be able to also save more money than just being a middleman who just gets and drops. Okay, so those are the 4 ways that I have decided to share with you this morning. Those are the 4 ways I've decided to share with you this morning that you can start a business with little or no financial capital. Do we have any questions from anybody this morning? Do we have any questions? Hey, do we have any questions? Okay, I want to thank everyone who has watched this morning. Mr. Azuna Chibundu, thank you. Mr. Leke Esson, ZOB, thank you. Thank you so much. Madam Amina Grace Jafflet, thank you for watching this morning. Do we have any questions before I go for my meeting as usual? Any question this morning? Okay, I think we have come to the end of this morning. I want to share with you that Print Doctor Africa is getting to some pivotal moments that you will love. First, we have an active blog right now. All you have to do is visit printdoctorafrica.com/blog and read articles that will help you with entrepreneurship, with life, being a writer, being an author. There are articles there right now. Contributors are also welcome. Please, if you want to be a contributor to our blog. Okay, it's join man. It's broken English. JOIN, Madam Grace, is JOINMAN. Join, JOINMAN. Join man. Okay, so join man, that's local parlance actually, but that's basically the principle. JOINMAN, join man. So, like I was saying, contributors are also welcome for our blog. If you want to write on our blog, you're most welcome. We need more people. The Print Doctor Africa app is still very much active and alive. You can easily, everything about Print Doctor Africa, everything you need to take from us is on that. Is on the app. All right, to request, to check the blog, everything, just download the app. It's only on the Android Play Store at this moment. So please, if you're using Android, you can easily download our app. It's called Print Doctor Africa on the app. Okay, our annual convention is coming up in July. Annual convention is coming up in July. You cannot afford to miss this one. We are not very sure. We're just observing if it will be possible for us to have it as a physical event this year or as a digital event, depending on how things pan out. But I will be very excited to have it as a physical event this year. I'll be so excited to have it as a physical event this year. Okay, and finally, Print Doctor Africa is the first print-on-demand book publishing platform in the whole of Sub-Saharan Africa. With us, you can print as few as 50 books. And one of the things that I need to let you know is that this season, up till June 1st, everyone who does business with us, if you print as the minimum of 100 copies, you get free delivery. Minimum of 100 copies, you get free delivery, okay, all around Nigeria. Free delivery all around Nigeria. And if you print 100 books, you get 100 business cards. If you print 200 books, we give you 50 bags, those card fantastic customized bags for your book. All right, that is open till the 1st of June. If you will take advantage of it, just check us out on printdrafrica.com. My name is Ayodije Badon, and I'm telling you this morning, place a bet on your dreams, because your dreams are valid. Have yourselves a wonderful, wonderful week ahead. Bye bye now.